Hi, this is your instructor, Mrs. Pamela Olszewski. The purpose of this video is to show you how I've structured your art appreciation online class. I'll try to make it brief. A few days ago, I sent everyone who was enrolled on the roster an email with a welcome letter attached. Please check it, check your email, and read the letter. I assume that since you're watching this video, you were able to get into the website okay. You can see that I'm on the home page, and I do have a pink line down here that just indicates that I'm in the student view. Every day that you come into the website, you should look at the top of the home page for recent announcements. I'll post 2 or 3 of them every day, and if you haven't logged in for a while, then go to the announcement tool and look for announcements you might have missed. You can see the menu on the left that's pertinent to this class doesn't have a lot of links. I try to keep this kind of simple. So instead, what I do is I use these buttons, these 6 buttons, right below this banner. This will be your link to this video. Obviously, not everything is ready to go yet, but it will be on the first day of class. The buttons correspond to the way the book is constructed. You're going to be required to read Gateways of Art, Edition 3. The About This course is just pertinent to this course, but the other 5 buttons are structured the way the book is. The book has an introduction and 4 parts. So let's look at the About This course button. You can see that I have it set up so that it has an accordion style menu. This is the video that you're watching right now, and this is the course syllabus. I'm not going to go through the course syllabus because you can read that on your own, and you need to read that thoroughly. All my policies about this course are listed, including my grading, the weights of the grade, what I expect you to do, what you should expect me to do, and some other important information about the book, testing, and academic dishonesty. So you need to know that if you stay in the class, that is an agreement that you will abide by my policies for this course. I do want to show you the schedule and explain it. So here it is. You can see that it's got 3 pages. It's a PDF that you can download, and all my handouts are PDFs, and you can download and print them. It's a PDF that maps out the course for the semester. The blue column represents the weeks of this semester. There's 14 weeks, and the other columns indicate what will be done, covered, what you need to read, what videos you have to watch, assignments, discussions, and tests. So for example, the first week of school, you'll be looking at the module I'm showing you now about this course, what's got the topics that are required, or are covered I should say, the required reading videos, this video is one of them, and any assignments that I have for you to do. You'll also start the book, and you'll do the intro section read the intro section of the book and watch the videos. And there's a practice discussion and a practice test to do about halfway through the first week. It's really important to try these, especially if you've never used Canvas to do either one. So the discussion is about Banksy, and it's kind of interesting, and you should give it a try. The practice test is more important because you'll have to use Lockdown Browser and Monitor to take your test. So the practice test will help you see how to use it, download it on your computer if you don't have it already, and how I run my tests. So the practice test will really give you some help on preparing for the first test. I'll even give you some bonus points towards your first test if you do well on the practice test. I'll show you how to access it in a few minutes. And then you can see that's how the rest of the semester goes. I strongly urge you to download this schedule, print it if you need to. Yeah, we have a calendar tool in my classes, but often the calendar tool just kind of alerts you when something is due. The nice thing about my schedule is it tells you when something opens and then when something closes, and also give you insight to the rest of the semester. The next one is a blurb about me. In my welcome letter, I explained that I'm a professor emeritus, which means I'm retired faculty, although I am an adjunct this semester teaching this class. Since I'm retired, I no longer have an office on campus. So you'll have to contact me using the various ways I described in the welcome letter and in the syllabus. The ebook is really interesting because once you pay for your semester bill, you've paid for the ebook for this class. So you don't have to go out and buy an expensive paperback book. The ebook for this class is $47, and like I say, you've already paid for it. If you happen to drop the class before the end of add drop week, you'll get credited with that $47. And I'll show you the ebook in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to go back to home. And I thought I'd show you the introduction section. Sorry if you see a little editing in this video. I do have some lag time today, and I'll probably go in and cut it out. Anyway, you can see that I have a study guide. The study guide will be for the first test, which will include the introduction and part 1. I'm going to show you the study guide. So you might go, holy moly, it's 13 pages long. Yeah, it is. But you can also see there's a lot of white space in this study guide. How the study guide works and how my tests work is if you take the study guide and you print it out, and you can print it out single-sided if you like, and take notes on it, I'll allow you to use that study guide while you take your tests. So your best plan of attack is to print the study guide, do the assigned readings, take notes on the study guide, and then whenever you're ready to prepare for the test, take your study guide, study it, and then use it while you take the test. You can only write notes on the study guide. You cannot type into it or make an electronic study guide, and you can't share it with other students. Last semester, after I read the evaluations from the students, a few of them said they needed more room to write on the study guide, so I gave more room this time. There's lots of room, and like I said, you can print it single-sidedly and write on the back as well. So that's how the study guide looks. Also, you can see that I have an assignment for week 1, a reading and video assignment. It's locked right now, but I'll show it to you after I get out of the student view. And I also have some handouts on policies, specific policies, the discussion policies. Make sure you read it because the timing of my discussions is a little different, so I would make sure I read that. And I also have a test policies, which you really need to read that too before you take a test. And again, just read the policy and take the practice test. You can see the practice discussion here and the practice test here. There's also a link here for downloading and watching a video about Download Browser and Monitor. Download Browser keeps your computer from going to other websites while you're taking a test, and Monitor records you while you're taking the test. I watch all the videos of students taking tests to make sure they're doing the test honestly and to make sure they're not having any problems. If you have a problem with being recorded and watched by me, then you should drop this class and enroll in another one that has a different policy. Okay, so these are things that you should do the first week of school, and you should also look at the next module, which is part 1. Let me get out of the teacher view so that I can show you how the week 1 reading assignment video work. So let me leave the student view real quick. And so how these look, mine will look a little different than yours, but you can get the idea from this. Every week you'll get a reading and video assignment. These are non-graded assignments. Graded assignments will clearly say they're graded, and they will have rubrics attached to them. So for your reading and video assignment, some of this you're already doing, I'm hoping, is reading the course syllabus, watching the video you're watching now, download the course schedule, download the study guide, and you can see that they'll say points nothing if they're non-graded. So you might go, well, why? I should know to do this. Well, if I put them up as assignments, they'll pop up on your screen, they'll give you alerts that they're there, and I'm hoping this will help keep you on track with the reading. You'll read anywhere from 20 to 50 pages a week in the textbook. But keep in mind, this is an art textbook, so it's full of pictures. There's more pictures than there is text. So it's an enjoyable book, and because you have an ebook, you get videos included and other things. And I'll show that to you in just a couple of minutes here. Well, let's do that. I'll go ahead and I'll go over to the book. Now you can access the book by going to any of the buttons, but you can also access it using the modules link. It's the only module you'll have in this class, and you can see that I explained the book again is $47, and here's access to your book. Whoops, I forgot to turn this one on. These things here are actually built into the book. There's the student site may not be built in, I'll have to double check that, but videos and panoramas are. So if you want to access your book, you click on this, and I've already logged into it, and you can see that and I'm kind of cheating on the speed here a little bit. Mine will load probably faster, but you see you get this green button up here that says connected to LMS. LMS means Learning Management System, which is what my classes is. You may have to log in using your email, student email, and give yourself a password. I'm not sure if you really have to, but you do not have to pay for anything else. There's also a cog up here that'll take you to a help section as well, and then here is the book here. So for instance, we'll take a look at part of the book. Like this is Line, Shape, and Principles. This is the first major chapter. All of the vocabulary words are in bold with underlines, and you can see that they have links that give you the definition. And then if you keep going, you have videos built right in. And yeah, you do have to watch the videos. Some of the chapters even have I believe the first part of the book has interactive exercises that I don't grade, but they do help you with the concepts. And they're interesting. The other thing is the student side I did mention. I'll show that to you. The student side it may take a few minutes the first time you log in, but it has the interactive exercises that you saw in the book, and it also has terminology flashcards. So like in part 1, you can open up the flashcards. I usually do them definition first, type in the answer, what is it, abstract, and flip for answer. See? Not only does it have the definition of the words, the terminology flashcard, but it also has image flashcards, which you also will need to know images as well. Okay, see, here's the image flashcard. So I'm going to take you back out of the book, back to the course website. I put a link to, I think there's a first day video here, but when you go to the book's website, the cog will take you to the same thing if you use the little helps thing. If you have problems with the book, you can let me know, but you can also put in a ticket right here. You can put in a ticket, and the Norton's, who is the publisher, will try to help you, probably maybe faster than I can help you. So that's how the book works. I think everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. The best thing that you can do is read your welcome letter and then follow the directions on the welcome letter and start reading on the 24th. I hope you like the book. I hope you like the course. And if you have any questions, you can just go to your Canvas menu bar, click on the question mark, and there's a link here. Oh, a panda. There's a link here for Ask Your Instructor a Question, and you can ask me a question. I'm not opposed to live conferences, and if you really need one, we'll figure it out. I'll either Zoom or we'll chat, which I'd rather do, or you can give me a call. This is your instructor, Mrs. Olszewski, saying goodbye.